Wish you a very happy birthday, Manoj. நீ என்றும் நலமுடனும் வளமுடனும் வாழ வேண்டும் என்று வாழ்த்துகிறேன். டேடி விடாமுயற்சியால் பல ஃபோட்டோக்களை எடுத்து ஒரு வீடியோ தயாரித்து அனுப்பிச்சிருக்காங்க. அந்த வீடியோ உனக்கு உற்சாகத்தையும் மகிழ்ச்சியும் அளிக்கும் என நம்புகிறேன். நீங்கள் எல்லோரும் அந்த வீடியோவை பார்த்து சந்தோஷப்படுவீர்கள் என்று நிச்சயமாக நம்புகிறேன். ஒன்ஸ் அகெயின் பெஸ்ட் விஷஸ் ஃபார் அ பிரைட் ஃப்யூச்சர்.
நீல வண்ண கண்ணாவாடா, நீ ஒரு முத்தம் தாடா. நீல வண்ண கண்ணாவாடா, நீ ஒரு முத்தம் தாடா. நிலையான இன்பம் தந்து விளையாடும் செல்வாவாடா. நீல வண்ண கண்ணாவாடா. கலியும் தீர வள்ளல் உந்தன் வடிவில் வந்தான். பிள்ளையில்லா கலியும் தீர வள்ளல் உந்தன் வடிவில் வந்தான். எல்லையில்லா கருணை தன்னை என்னவென்று சொல்வேனப்பா, என்னவென்று சொல்வேனப்பா. வண்ண கண்ணாவாடா.
Manoj, how are you? Happy 46th birthday on June 12th, 2021. You just heard Mom greeting you. Always Mom is first. And this will be a little longer because it's 46 years life history of one individual. At the same time, I request everyone to see it because they'll all appear in there. Because a man attains glory by contribution many, it's all been acknowledged. I request all of you see this, the kith and kin and close friends in particular. I'll move on to the presentation. I'll say the story of Manoj Nirmal. So growth, building foundation, this is the qualities. So why I am showing this place where Manoj was born, this became his father's Bodhi tree. So many ideas came. So problems are gifts, hurdles are stepping stones. Challenges lead you to success voyages. This is all my belief. So it's a house we bought, the road was like this when Manoj was born. And Manoj was born in a hospital, the very same road, also remember that. Thomas Road, it's extension of Giriappa Road. See, the house was like this, it became like this. The road was just like this, became like this. So for his dad, this is a Bodhi tree because his dad and his grandfather all belonged to a filthily rich family of Chandigarh district, but they became shabbily poor due to loss and should move to a slum area. The rest is history. So Manoj as a child, and of course he was very fortunate to have an elder sister, Anita. Mom is mom, I told you already. See the reflection, it's a silhouette photo. See her happiness. This photo, I hold it for a second. You can see the slum there behind. And you are growing. It's a kid. And we had first birthday. Actually, this photo is waiting to cut the birthday cake. Somehow we did miss the photo. Here, you see in the photo, Tangavelu on the top. It's Ravanan's friend. And you will see Mr. Ambiraj. And Ambiraj behind, you'll see L.R. Narayanan and Mr. T.K. Narayanan. I mean, this area was so bad in slum and all the people had love and affection, they came. So again, you see this photo, I don't know who is the person in the foreground and all. For me also, loss of memory. Then Manisitapa. So Manisitapa is very important in your life. Particularly in Don Bosco admission, I got it, but he also helped an important matter. And Raju uncle is there, and I think Sridhar is turning that side. Jayanti's back is visible. Sadhu is giving cake to Manisitapa. Tara. So you had luck of a cousin which is much older than you, and she was very motherly towards you. It's you and your sister. See how happy you are. I don't know. You'll be again happy like this. And it's a very, I would say, the best cousins I've seen in my life. I mean, in our circle. Mr. Basu, Mr. Pinagapani, Mr. Singara, Mr. Mani, Salaga and all. And next is Deepa, Anita, Manoj and Sasi. They're all there. And we got a tricycle. We are holding it proudly. Both of you so happy. And are sitting on a parapet wall and you are there. Mom, myself. You see the electric meters and the switch box those days in Giriyappa. I don't know your expression. And holding the scooter. So both of you sitting on the garden. Before the gate. Another lovely photo. Seldom, I'm a photographer. I always found it difficult to make people smile. In fact, I take good photos. I can never smile before a camera. My face gets frozen. But here, all of you have an equal beaming smile. Blessings to you all. The karate kid, Manoj. The karate kid. But we put you in everywhere. Tennis course, karate. As parents, you want you to learn everything. You are karate kid, but your Uncle Selam lifts you like that. Don Bosco school. You got admission. As a Don Bosco, every year, the calendar. The first photo first year, LKG and then UKG. You are growing. So different poses. And we all waited for years. Now, 1960, I got my degree, but you got degree even in 1977. And affectionate grandmother with her two grandsons, Kapil and yourself, sister and brother. So we came to Hong Kong the first time, 1981. You are there. This photo I took it from our 60th souvenir. And then this is Beatrice Yoon Pik Wai, my secretary, Chinese. And she was very affectionate. You were also very affectionate. And this again with the mom in Hong Kong during the first tour. Of course, the second tour, Deepa also is there. Deepa, three of you, both of you. With the mom, I think this is for a Buddhist temple. You are in a ferry and people are watching nicely. It's putting chair, standing and posing. We are waiting for ferry. These two of we are going to Lanta Islands, Sicilia Ho. and Joseph Chan. Joseph Chan is an officer, Cecilia is a chief cashier, the branch finance manager. And you are on the double deck bus, very fond of going to the top deck and watching Hong Kong. You are there for Laughing Buddha. As a kid, you are kid Lantau. And just skipping this, so sitting in the ferry deck with three of us. So Hong Kong second time, you see, this time you didn't come alone. You came with Sachuma, Sadhu auntie and your favorite cousin Deepa. You three are there playing. It's all nothing, but in those days, you are coming for the first time to a foreign nation. It is all very attractive for you. Tara, and Anita, and Deepa and you, Sachima, and all of you, the whole family, you are there. It's you. I think it's the first time you drove a car. And this happened in May 28, 1983. I am holding you in Winway Court flat. And Anita, Deepa, Tara and you. Your birthday in Hong Kong, 12th June 1983. You are so eager to cut the cake. And the Indian children, the officers' children all came there to join. They all out there anxiously looking at the cake. And Ella Chan and Cecilia Ho, mom and you two are there. You are cutting the cake. Of course, you feel you give the cake to Anita because you are enjoying it. Both are sitting on the sofa. So you had some histrionics young age. Once you saw Michael Jackson dance, mom used to say, my son will become Michael Jackson. They saw you were dancing. Maybe the influence of Giriappa Road looked like a riffraff. Must be looking like Gemini Ganesan. Of course, all our constraints, we took you to Kashmir, Agra, Delhi. So this Red Fort, our friend Mohan Ayobi, he hosted. We stayed in his house. And both of you there with his child, wife. Kashmir, 23/4/86, the date is there. You are in the Kashmiri dress, both of you. And the roasters there, Manoj is enjoying. And always I see you with something, an apple or a cake or drink. Here the Kashmir, because it's cold, so cold, both of you, well covered. And then you can see Kashmir, beautiful Kashmir. Horse riding. How do you love it? So when you went to Kashmir, I told you about Jangli. The Yahoo, is a famous email. But Yahoo became popular with Shami Kapoor. Jangli, you'll say Yahoo. We'll see next picture. You are doing it. Yahoo!
चाहे कोई मुझे जंगली कहे, कहने दो जी कहता रहे, हम प्यार के तूफानों में घिरे हैं, हम क्या करें। चाहे कोई मुझे जंगली कहे, कहने दो जी कहता रहे, हम प्यार के तूफानों तूफानों में घिरे हैं, हम क्या करें.
So Ooty and Kodai, we have very less photo. The Mahuti is the real elephant. And we stayed in Sterling, and the children all evening they get together, all dressed well. We took photo with other guests who stayed there. I don't know. Or it should be, sorry, I'm wrong. It's your cousins. Cousins. You can figure out who are they. Sadhu's children, Nirmal's children, Sridhar's children, Gita's, are all there, I think. I suppose I am right. You correct me if I am wrong. Again, they are also horse riding. And we do bicycling. Maybe the three generations. You come behind me, Appa Kaatiya Vadiyamma. So Don Bosco. So here I'm going to share the moment mother gave birth to Anita, and one decision I took was ensure you go to the best schools. It should be number one school, no compromise. Because due to father's financial loss and all, I should go to government school, which lacked both infrastructure and teachers. We didn't want that to happen to you. So I told you, Manisitappa, I'll put you in a particular way. But the admission, I applied pressure to government. I'll tell you about it. But you want to thank one person here, Jayanti aunt. I'll tell you the incident behind that. The Don Bosco, for some 120 seats, they get about 10,000 applications. They had their own system of elimination. So we were reliably told that the father, principal, will offer chocolate, a box of chocolate, and a child is expected to take one chocolate, smile and say thank you. I think three things. So Jayanti aunt was training you continuously. You were very wonderfully cooperating. But the climax was when waiting for the principal, our turn was about to come, we'll call. So Jayanti aunt wouldn't leave you. She offered, you got angry, frowned at her. So we thought we will not get admission. Fortunately, when you went inside, you did exactly. It's all like, that's how they trained Dolphin. We trained you. And you did well on that day. But the principal told me one thing, I want to disqualify. I won't give admission. I said, why? He said, two secretaries, health secretary, Mr. Murari, educator Rangabhashyam, both gave a lot of pressure. Why should you bring outside pressure and all? I said, why don't you look at it like this? I told, I stayed in government school, I want sent to see the best school. So the father's desire. He smiled and gave them. Subsequently, because you were there, I became also the PTA secretary. Then you went to SR Ministry. Again, claimed to be the co-founder. We gave the loan, first loan in IUB. And this campus was small at the time. Mr. Pachamuthu in Sambhastra took me to plant the first tree. You'll also see here next George Washington University, where he did a post-graduation. I remember you told it's one of the best universities, top universities in the USA. And you also have a younger brother. You have different roles. One is son, then father, brother, grandson, cousin. I think you are doing reasonably well in all your roles. Sister's marriage, this is Tim and Anita marriage, where you are doing your role, wearing a dhoti also. Again, you are there, the picture, the Pada Puja, you are there. Tim's parents are there. So Tim's mother, blessing Tim. See, they are Christians, but they do the Hindu tradition. They must really appreciate them. So marriage, a great occasion, June 8, 2005, I remember. remember for one more reason, which I don't want to talk in the video, some valuable jewelry went missing, but we traced immediately. The senior grandmother waiting for the bride to come. The waiting actually starts, then it continues lifelong. The grandmother was feeling happy about you. And the couple, they are trying not, and I feel, see, you are so happy. Both of you are happy, and the bride dressed, the bride's dress, both of you. These are some rituals. So, Madhu's parents and your parents. But your marriage was very, very unique. I'll tell you at the end how it was unique. But political leaders came. Who all came? Mr. Stalin came. Mr. Stalin, and he's giving a gift. So J. Anbaragan, far left. This person, unfortunately died. Is very great well-wisher, J. Anbaragan, an MLA. So both of them are there in the picture. And this incident, what is it? I'll tell you at the end what Stalin doing. This also I'll explain in the end. Arcad Veerasamy minister came. Arcad Veerasamy, Said Dosami, this right hand side person, zonal chairman of ADMK. But you know what I want to say, as I don't see caste, language, religion, faith differences, political parties are the same because I serve all human beings of all political parties. Said Doriswamy, who was also then subsequently became mayor. Selva Kumar, Dr. Selva Kumar, MLA and mom's student in MMC. And Karajagara, who became mayor. You can see his Congress, DMK, ADMK, all came. GK Vasan, TMC president, he blessed you. And then here, Naganathan, very important friend, he stayed with me in Hong Kong. And I can say his wife is one of the co-signatory when I founded Exnora. He was the economic advisor to Kalajakarana. His son is Dr. Edil Nagana, who is MLA of Thousand Lights, Nagana. And then here see Kalambakam Ganapati, very, very close friend, who's become MLA of Kalambakam. He's our best friend in poor area. Any problem, just call him, he'll do it. Film world also came. And many of them are part of Exnora, Lata Rajinikanth, E.M. Saravanan, known for his humility, always stands with folded hands. Some of the people I'm not able to place, as I'm holding this, people on the right hand side and all, you can figure out. S.P. Muthuraman, famous director who has directed maximum films, Rajinikanth, Balu Megendra, the one director I'm his diehard fan. And once he told that if Nirmal takes a film on environment, I'll carry my camera on my shoulder. Charu Hasan, president of Venus Exnora, he also came and blessed you. Rishi Segar is kind of much controversial, but he's one of the best friends. I think he has attended about 18 or 19 Exnora functions. And he's very good. I mean, I like his humor. The only thing, politics is different views we hold. Because we had Undi Krishnan, a singer. And Undi Krishnan, we are good friends because this KCD school, they are the correspondents of the school. The school used to have Viswanathan. Viswanathan is very close because of Usha, her husband. His wife, she's a leader of women next Nora and one of the wonderful persons. She's like Anita for us, and Viswanathan is there. He took care of security, seeing people and all. You can see that Mangalam is also doing her husband there. We are talking. Then IAS, IPS came. It was a TN session. He came and inaugurated an important thing, I'll tell you later. The person whom is with me closely is Mama, Ramaseshan, Sulachana's, our beloved Sulachana Mami's husband. He is kind of advisor for me in Veda. Unfortunately, he is no more. Seshan is no more. Seshan is my great supporter, and he put me in Tamil Nadu Election Commission to supervise. And he also me and him participated in some television discussions. And he came both morning and evening. And Seshan also did some important thing. I'll tell you later. C. Gariali, IAS, and Chidambaram Mami, our ex-Nora leaders are all there receiving her. This is Gopal Sami IAS. He was Anna Nagar President. Sokumar, one of the co-founders of ex-Nora, is there behind. So Gopal Sami is no more. And here you see Mr. Abul Hassan, a very great person, always. But for him, ex-Nora would not have been there, what it is now. I'm not able to place a person standing next to him. This is Mr. Viswanathan, IAS. That's Viswanathan, the founder and head of VIT, group of institutions. Right hand side, you have Mr. Rajaratnam IAS, who is the president of Tamil Nadu Foundation now. Academicians, I told you, Viswanathan, and then Dr. S.P. Tyagarajan is an eminent microbiologist, mom's colleague and all. He was heading Ramachandra College. Four doctors also came, the ENT, almost top 2 or 3, Kumaresan, there was a number of books. He came, Dr. Chokalinga is part of a family, and Sindhamarik, mom's classmate, they are there. Mom's colleagues, doctors, were all there. Judges came, and Karpa Vinayagam. In this picture, you must see ex-Norans, G. Govindaraj of KKN ex-Nora, Madipakam Subramaniam, leader of ex-Nora of Madipakam, and Pun Kalai Mani, Karamani, unfortunately, is no more now. And Faisal was a youth ex-Nora, Trichy, also the part of Mami, most important. This is Karpaganayagam. This is Karpaganayagam you see here. Of course, Supreme Court Judge Natarajan, and that is a relative, is his wife, who Justice Natarajan also is no more, and Justice Bhaskaran. And industries came, Nalli Kupusami came, and he blessed you. You can see our Nagapatnam president is there standing with them, and Krishna says Murali giving you the gift. And another person came was this resident of our own Appaswamy, the 2 brothers gold mine hotels in Arigat. Arunavel and Kumaravel are there, they came. And media, of course, Geeta Padmanabhan, who writes for Hindu, and Ability Foundation, the editor of Ability, she came. She has covered your marriage. She is there, engaged in conversation with me. Here, Shanmuganathan, he was editor of Tandi, then became advisor to the editor. And service clubs, M.B. Venkata Perumal, I call him my elder brother, M.B. Venkata Perumal, he was Alliance governor. And then this picture is very important. Of course, Vishwanath is there. The one standing immediately is Palam Kalyanam Sundaranar, who is loved by people and very, very important. Somebody who is very dear to my heart, who is standing next to me is G. Subramaniam, GS, the Trichy ex-Nora president. Such a great man, noble soul. Always held him as a benchmark for me, because he was in about a dozen services and everything was doing. His whole life was dedicated for service, but unfortunately he died recently. A lot of ex-Norans, Kalyanamali Mohan, he was vice president, Surat Mami. And here see, ex-Nora created many organizations. One is Amsadvani, when he started ex-Nora and Adaya, they wanted music. They said, we find it difficult to go to Music Academy. So I issued a circular. This R. Ramachandran is called RRC. Actually, it was originally, if you see the newspaper reports, Exnora started Amsadhwani. Now Amsadhwani has become the largest music sabha in Chennai. This RRC unfortunately is no more now. Then the best service-minded couple are blessing you, Satyanaran and Mrs. Rajesh Satyanaran. Satyanaran is the one who was serving the gypsies, Narikorava. He was the president of Adayar, but both others are no more now. And GS again, I told you GS. And we made a video on GS. We are publishing a book on GS. And then this another person, because incidentally I am also telling, the world is not become rotten. We are very great service-minded people. Next to mom is Ramadas. I call him Annan. We also, he's an authority on tree planting. He was a veterinary inspector, but he became very thorough with, he was a North Madras Exnora president, I know our president. He has been planting trees. 24 to 365 is no more, unfortunately we lost him. Chidambaram, the live wire, General Secretary of Exnora, is one of the great trainers who keeps conducting training program. He's a very good orator. He's arrogant, people are there, but most important Stalin, our Stalin. And Stalin is a person who has got a never say die, never give attitude. For him, there are no walls, only doors. Edwin and all other, the arrogant team, they came, the staff. This person standing and left his phone virus taker, but unfortunately he is also no more. He was our leading KK Exnora. Paramanandam, he is like a Lord Anjaneya for me. And for him, service is life. He keeps serving. Thanks to him, we reformed Velle Chera. Paramanandam is important. It's a soulmate. Important things I consult him, right or wrong. Immediately will give the reply. It is right or wrong. I will give the rationale behind it. Mohan and Mami and Sir Murali, Ravanan, Murali and me are eating. We are surrounded by Exnora members. Exnorans are huge number of Exnorans. I'm showing you the reason is very simple. Indirectly, I'm paying my respects to them. Exnora has got a leader for each area, president. So our Vilayakam Exnora president, role model, Surendran is no more. Ayana Ramdas is no more. And Madhavaram, Saligram president, Paramanathan is no more. Maduravayil president, Valadar is no more. Adamakam president, Mr. Srinivasan, Adama is no more. Meenakshi, our Kodambakam president, Sandana Lakshmi is no more. And then our Trichy president GS is no more. And Taramani, Punkalamani. See, I'm just giving an example of people who are no more, but I am using this occasion to salute them. They all come to the marriage, most of them come. Here, Sankar Subbayan is no more, but he comes in three regards as a AAS, as Exnora. He was Exnora president for Annanagar, that area. Of course, he is somebody of her father-in-law. That's why, and I made another video about him, level-headed, no nonsense AAS officer. That's what I written. I have not come across an AAS like him. So I'm paying separately tribute to him. And here, Kirambur, Sankar Subramanian, Kalamoy editor, is there. And then our Trinivali Exnora, Sankara Narayan is there. Please come. So this is now, we are going to switching over to Kith and Kin, who all blessed you on the occasion. Nirmal and Swaminathan family. This is I think we also had little this arch is there already. I was a bit worried with the cutout culture. We also succumbed to that. So the hall was jam-packed. Probably if you pass and see who all you can see. So the marriage ritual, everything is going on. His uncle, the most beloved uncle of Madhu Sukumar, he is there. And your sister-in-law and co-brother, the twin children, all are very happy. Hindu and Kumresh, very happy about it. Here comes then our family, your grandfather greeting your wife, and most beloved Anand Krishnamurti, his characteristic smile you can see. And here something, one is a very important photo where Basu, Pinagapani, Salam, all of them are there. Pinagapani alone is still alive. Jansi also is no more. So we all pay our respects to them. The great people, they bless you, both of them. The thing about Pinagapani is able to walk and come. That's something. I think subsequently he was immobilized. He became immobilized. There's another great person, mom's uncle, Payani. In fact, my and your mom's marriage was fixed and finalized by Payani Siddhapa. It's a very great person, MCC Bank, authority on subject cooperation. His wife is no more now. And Sandana Krishnan, super, most beloved, my friend indeed, great person, philosopher guide, super is, you're holding his hand. And then, of course, this is Mrs. Painiyappan. She's blessing you. Your uncle and aunt, some, from rituals is happening. I think this photo already you have seen. This is your kith and kin. I don't know. I'm not able to place them. They're all blessing you. Father-in-law is giving you. I don't know all the subjects, but it must be Mugurta Dhoti. No, they have all these formalities and all. He's blessing you. Sadhu aunt and Nalini aunt, they take Arati. Jayanti aunt, mom, Balu uncle, Manoj aunt, Nalini aunt, Nirmala aunt. It's a big family. I think senior most is Mr. Basu there. Ananda Krishnan are all there. You can pass this and see. Almost all are there. Mr. Ravanan is there. Sukumar, as usual, is partially visible, and it's a very good photograph. And then this completely the family of Saduka. This is completely the family of Ravanan uncle, Lata aunt. This is somebody very close to mom. This is aunt son-in-law, Govindan. Unfortunately, he is also no more. Govindan is my age. Selva Ganesh, father. Selva Ganesh is there standing. And this is Ravanan, his granddaughter Lata. They are enjoying Jayanti. So, father-in-law is taking care of you, mom is taking care of Madhu. What about me? I'll leave you to guess. So, myself, mom with you, is Manoj parents and Madhu parents. This is the end of kith and kin who blessed you. Something great, it happens to only a few. It's something also, this Vijay Sharma is a famous hall, very spacious, airy hall. And when we went and tried to book it, one reason I wanted Vijay Sharma, I'll tell you then why I wanted Sharma. They said we are going to close. We're going to shopping complex come. Now we can't do. Then they said one date. When we told the date, they agreed. They said then there was one more marriage. He was last but one, ultimate. This is the last but one marriage. Then one more marriage took place, and they pulled down this hall so people can see this hall also. And now I think we are coming to almost the end. This marriage was very unique in several regards. Newspapers appreciated. Handicapped, eco-friendly marriage, humane marriage. I'll tell you how it is. It was. So this is covered by Library Foundation. They wrote wedding bells, crafted spells. This article. I told you Geeta Padmanabhan and me and you, both of you are watching. So this article, I'll read it very quick and fast. When would you normally, this is written by Geeta Padmanabhan, when would you normally invite for a wedding? Relatives will not let you forget it if you forget them. VIPs who contribute impressive photographs for the album, business associates who contribute for checks towards wedding expenses, friends, especially those who will do the grunts for putting tambalam and packets, gifts in bags, while you chat with long-lost ladies. And if you have a kind heart and a good memory, people who helped you long ago, even in small capacities. Welcome to the wedding of Manoj, son of M.B. Nirmal, founder of Explore, an organization that works wonders in raising civic sensibilities. Added to the honor roll was another list of invitees, disabled artists. They were invited to exhibit and sell their paintings and other items and of art at the wedding hall. A completely furnished square was allotted to each of the disabled artisans. Nirmal's invitation carried the customary information on the Muhurtam dinner and concerts which had and friends. Attached to this was a sheet of clearly printed when it talked about the value of friendship and the need to nurture it. It told you about his decision to break new ground in wedding customs, reason why his efforts should be supported. The artist will get contacts, said his note that came in his card. It will be the tremendous source of inspiration for others. People at a wedding get sensitized. They see artists without hands paint beautifully by holding the brush in their mouth with their feet and lying down. They'll set a trend for others to do something similar. They might think of promoting the sales of the artifacts or display products in the premises. There are any number of charitable clubs like Rotary, Lions Roundtable, JCs and Indian Red Cross in the city. What a turning point it would be if you member of these clubs did something similar. As the guests arrived in their finery, they were greeted by a band of disabled boys from the home and of the Guild of Service playing a fast-paced music. The stalls were awash with brightly colored batik prints on kurtas, tops, wall hangings, cushion covers. On display were reverse class paintings, gift articles, liquid candles, and handmade paper holders. Many of the wedding guests were thrilled to come to face with the artists who had drawn the pictures of the deities they were worshipping at home. Crowds of guests were seen admiring the handiwork at the stalls. Nirmal came to the hall from time to time to find out if they were comfortable, they joined the wedding feast, needed anything. He brought his son and his bride to interact with his special invitees and seek their good wishes. It was a wedding that would set a precedent. Nirmal says the idea has been received very well by many young people in Chennai. M.B. Nirmal may strive increase Geeta Padmanabhan. Incidentally, she is mother-in-law of the top CEO, number one of a top IT company of India. She came and covered it. I want to say something about this. How the spark I got was, I'm working with the physically challenged Udivi Karam. Almost last 27 years I'm a patron. I'm also an advisor to MGR, Janagi Hearing Impaired Children School. And we have Exnora founded Darshini in Adayar area, Exnora Women's Guild. More than about 2,000 visually challenged students came out successfully because the women read and also scribed for them. And almost all, I'm a bit greedy of being there in all social service activities. So the physically challenged people who are called differently abled, once they came and invited me and told that they're going to have a painting exhibition, I must inaugurate. Well, if you inaugurate, more people come and all, and I went and inaugurated. Of course, I bought for some 2,000 rupees some paintings. Came back, I was very curious. The evening I asked them how did it go, how much sales they made. It was very disappointing actually. They said, including what I bought, totally sales are 10,000, but I spent 25,000 rupees. I felt sad. So it's very difficult to get crowd for these things. Then it's called immersion technique. Why not we have them where crowd comes? And fortunately for me, your marriage was a good occasion. Number two, Vijay Sachmar had 2 halls. So the second hall I used it for that, and somehow I made people who go to the dais to greet both of you go through that. And what are the advantages of this was where, number one, people saw this, children saw this, and children definitely, inspirations caught, not taught. They would have become impressed. I don't know how many of them would have become artists. We became later artists. Number two, some of the people who forgot to buy gifts, they bought the gift there itself. 3, some people they're the shopping mania. So for them they can do shopping here also. And ultimately, as these people all told, they sold about 1,21,000 rupees at zero cost, because stalls were erected by us. We gave them food. Krishnasis Murali gave them dress. They were all very happy and excited. More important, after 7 marriages, followed our footsteps. Mr. Blade Dina, famous lady TV jack, his marriage he did this. And what happened in another second marriage, one person he can't sit, he can paint only, he has no backbone problem. He will paint only laying position. And one unique thing is the same painting he will do in different metal shades like bronze, copper, gold, silver and all. And your marriage, and then in another marriage, a foreigner came. He saw this talent. This also we need a connoisseur to love art. This person now in London and is earning well. This is what I was told. So it's a turning point. We can cast turning point for me. So Deccan Chronicle looked this marriage in different angle. I told you 2 things. One is this marriage was helping the differently abled and naturally humane marriage. Then another was that eco-friendly wedding. We also had another agenda. Normal agenda in the marriage, they say Muhurtam, reception and all, Pandagal. But we had this idea of by taking this time, and surely you will share with your friends. Their daughters would not have got married yet. They can contact us. I will put them to Mr. Varadakutti, who is the president for this Udum Karangal. So we will organize this everywhere. We will make something different and happiness, bring cheers and happiness. It's effortless. You don't serve smarter, not harder. How eco-friendly are you? Ask M.B. Nirmal the same, and his answer will dazzle you. Not only is his approach in life extremely green, but he believes in teaching everyone around him the same. The biggest example has been since eco-friendly wedding. The wedding title eco-friendly marriage used only products that could be recycled and were biodegradable. Cloth was used in pandi instead of plastic. Banana leaves for sapadu, which were fed to the cows after they were used, and only fresh flowers were used for decoration. So I think in this effort you can see, I'm giving another message, using to greet you on your wedding, birthday. I am also telling, here itself you can see what are the eco practices. In fact, we told Mr. Unnikrishnan, the reason we kept Unnikrishnan Carnatic music was it should not be noisy. Why? We have a voice against noise in Exnora division, doing very well. And we use products, recycle, biodegradable, and put clothes instead of plastic or paper, banana leaves and all. And we tied up with the Gosala in Mambalam. They took all the plantain leaves to feed to the animals. And we didn't have this plastic, synthetic, made in China flowers. We had fresh flowers. The food was cooked in biogas, and the excess was distributed to orphanage. We tied up with 2 orphanages who came in their van, and every marriage, what happens? First, the food is excess food wasted. That's what we arrange. Second, the food is wasted on the leaves by people who can't consume. So this is all we wanted to put an end. In another marriage, subsequent to a marriage, we kept a paper plate before each leaf and said, what you can't eat before you sweets and all, you can keep it in the paper plate, we'll collect it. We collected it. We gave them the same thing, with the option to them. So what I'm trying to say, service is not something you need to spend time, money, energy and all. It can be way of life. So the guests were all encouraged to recycle the PET bottles and paper cups they were using at the wedding. Even the tambulam was distributed in cloth bags to protect the environment. Zero garbage. That was my motive was, I believe that plastic and thermocol are very harmful. So for the wedding we are used only biodegradable products, says Nirmal. The newlyweds planted saplings to promote eco-friendly idea are the father of the groom. The first of its kind trend-setting wedding has more than one unique feature. It exhibits handicrafts made by disabled people are also on display in the Kalyanam. Organizations such as EVDT, Guild of Series, Banyan, etc. presented their talent, says Nirmal, who is also the chairman of Excellent International. Not only many people came to such exhibitions, the perfect opportunity to show the people what they were missing. Okay, I think it's beautifully written by that reporter who came. Over 1,500 people attended the wedding, and each guest left the Kalyana Mandapam with a sapling in hand, along the fact that one can go green even weddings. This is the first time the trend setting for a follow that Mayor Mass, many people followed that. In fact, we gave coconut saplings. The coconut will be there, but the coconut, you will get more coconuts out of it. So this is inaugurated by Mr. Seshan. Mangalam is there. This morning he came, inaugurated. You can see Mr. G. Govind had taken a correction of the president. Zero garbage was my motive was, I believe that plastic and thermocol very harmful. So for the wedding we have used only the biodegradable products. So this was covered by Deccan Chronicle. This is a real news clipping. So the stalls, you also bought it and see the women. And this is another shot of, this is one side, the other side also we had stalls, which you are seeing now, both sides. And the climax, I would say, which got tears, as the only Krishna was performing his Randagi songs, a group of Christian institution running the same thing of making handicraft through differently abled. They were so happy that woman in charge came and took the permission of Krishnan. She sang a song, Jesus bless his family, I see Jesus here in everyone, something like that she sang, and everyone were moved by the song. So marriage can also do as very Krishnan. So finally, more about you. One quality I admire you, which I am not able to do. You are CEO of Friends Bank. You nurture, nourish friendship. For me, it's difficult because I have a Friends Bank. It should be having thousands. So my Friends Bank, only deposits are allowed, no withdrawal. And Friends Bank. So your Friends Bank also very big. All your classmates are still in touch with you. And this is a photo, children. You are there, sure, but you can try to figure out where are you. Manoj, I asked this photo, and your other three classmates, you are there. I don't know where you are having food. Must be definitely India. And this again, your famous friends. I'm going to say the next picture about them. So I call Amar, Akbar, Tony. Amar is you, Akbar is Timu, and Akbar is Ahmed, the famous film director. Anthony is Timo. So I want to use this, use your marriage to communicate some positive messages. People spend their time in WhatsApp, what sambar they made and all. But why not they think, social thinking, social responsibility is important. If people live for themselves, it's no good. Amar, Akbar, Anthony, I want you three to become, it's a coincidence, you are Hindu, Muslim and Christian. Um, you are, you are friends for so many years, from, let us say, it should be at least 40 years. I mean, 40 years surely. And this story is something different from your life. This is something picture. This Amar, Akbar and Tony are all born to Hindu parents, but they are separated. This film is a big box office hit. And finally, they join together as Hindu, Muslim, and Christian. They fight enemy of the society. So this film is a blockbuster. And so what I am interesting to three of you, I means Hindu, you mean Muslims, Christians. So you must three unite Hindus, Muslims, Christians. It's one of the things in Exnora I believe. For Hindus, Muslims are not enemy. For Muslims, Christians are not enemy. For Tamil, Telugus are not enemy. Telugus, Kannadigas are not enemy. Kannadigas, Malayalas, but who are enemies? Globally, climate change, locally, mosquito, air pollution, corona. We should stop seeing each other's enemy and fight, take on our common enemies. This is not a message. So you must unite, because my opinion is only garbage should be segregated. In a short life, we should not keep separating people. We are all interconnected, mutually dependent. I can tell you 100 incidents how Muslims helped me or Christians helped me. So this is a coincidence. You three are there, and the moment I say service, three of you don't get frightened. You can do through Facebook. It's enough. You just spend 5-10 minutes every day, and you need to unite this in communal harmony. The name I given is high much. High, high, much. So much will come through that. You three, so right to left, Timo Silvaj, Anthony, Akbar, Ahmed, Amar, is Manoj. I don't know the place where this is taken, must be India or Washington. You have to clarify. Both of you are so happy. And you also good in hospitality. This all Exnora staff, you call them. When he came last time, hosted them. Lunch, they all very fondly. Rajesh Iyer, Deepak. Actually, these two, Deepak Balaji, they are, I consider as Manoj here. They are such lovely people. My Sri Lankan mission, which I addressed US Congress, that killed were Hindus, Muslim, Christians in Sri Lanka. The video was taken by these two. They helped me, and they are very great people, wonderful people. They spend all their leisure for public causes. This is another view. So you can see here, Madhu and children are very happy. The Exnora staff. For you, kith and kin through thick and thin. So you love all your relatives and thing. This photo is taken. You hold it for a few seconds. Figure out who are all there. Almost all are there. This your nearest circle of kith and kin. I'll show you another picture. People want to see this, pause and see another picture, but I think most of the people seem to be cheerful. My sisters are sitting with me and my wife, and others being younger, you are standing, the much younger are squatting. So, something real credit I want to give you. Finally, you are a motherly father. I am a father, only a father, never a mother. Your mother took care of you, and I took care of your external things, education, employment, and all. Your mother was the one who brought you up. So motherliness is something very great, actually. And I found you doing all the work a mother would do with regard to your children, giving them a bath, anything. You are doing it. I think I never did. I never even carry a small toddler child because I am not confident I'll hold it properly. So you are a motherly father, and your children. Riya, Anish, was so happy with the daughter, and Anish smiling. your family photo. I conclude this happy birthday. I conclude this with love of mother to son. I long always for a company with a kind of selfish motive. There's a Tamil thing, Avaya wrote, நெல்லுக்கிருத்த நீர் வாய்க்கால் வழி ஓடி புல்லுக்கும் அங்கே புசியுமாம் நல்லார் ஒருவர் உதவியில் ஒரு பொருட்டு எல்லாருக்கும் பெய்யும் மழை ask Madhu Shaitanya translation. So whenever you are there, mother will make a lot of special dishes for you. So I also used to get them. So that means you are nil and full. Okay. Happy 46th birthday. May God bless you. I now greet in Tamil, my mother tongue. வாழ்க வளமுடன் நலமுடன் மகிழ்ச்சியுடன் சிறப்புடன் செழிப்புடன் எழுச்சியுடன் முக்கியமாக தமிழுடன் வாழிய வாழியவே.